So in the past, I reviewed scooters from HiBoy and I've never been disappointed. So I was very excited when HiBoy reached out and wanted me to review one of their new scooters, the HiBoy Max Pro. So first thing in the box is going to be the charger. This is going to output 54 volts at 2 amps and it is IP20 waterproof. Next, we're going to have a bag of goodies. We're going to have a quick start guide, get you up and running. We're also going to have a user manual that's going to get you more in depth. And we have a bag of goodies, which includes tire pressure gauges and the screws to assemble it. Now, package itself was really good. You can see it's full styrofoam, no damages during shipping. So shout out to HiBoy for packing it well. That way your product won't get damaged when it's delivered. Now, as far as the assembly, it looked like we only need to put on the head. But before we get into that, we did get 2 extra inner tubes. So definitely a fan of that. The assembly was pretty straightforward, guys. There's one harness in the neck that you need to connect. Then you go ahead and slide the neck all the way in. Now after that, you have a couple screws that you need to install that were included in the bag. So they did provide Allen keys or Allen tools for this. However, looking back at it now, if I had a drill that I can use, I'll probably use that instead of doing it by hand. But it did take some time, but eventually got it up and running. And that was basically it for the initial setup, guys. Pretty easy to get. Took about 30 minutes or so. Now on the scooter, we are going to have 2 brakes, guys, front brakes and a rear brake, as you can see there. We also have a bell and we have a thumb throttle, which I do like. As far as the head unit itself, pretty straightforward to get through the driving modes. Double click to switch between Eco Drive or Sport, triple click to turn the cruise control on and off, and single click to turn on the lights. Now when you turn the lights on, guys, not only will the front lights come on, but you also have side panel light, and this is going to make you very visible at night. Also, the rear light is going to be illuminated. However, when you hit the brakes, it will flash just to alert if someone is behind you. Now this scooter is a lot taller than some of the other ones I reviewed. The handlebar height is roughly 51 inches, so it's going to give you a nice comfortable ride as well as grip when you ride it. Now it also has a huge anti-slip deck, guys, nice soft rubber, and in the back it does have the port where you can attach the HiBoy seat if you want to go ahead and purchase that additional accessory. Now on the side is going to be the charging port. This is again weatherproof. Plug it in, it will show red on the charger when it's charging, and when it's done charging it will show green. Now the scooter is going to have 11-inch tires on the front and on the back, and to accompany these tires it's going to have front and rear suspension. Now this is probably one of the most exciting features about the scooter, just knowing that this is built for comfort, guys. If you hit a bump, if you hit a dip, this scooter should absorb it, and I can't wait to go ahead and test it out. Again, this is a foldable scooter and this folds up in less than a minute, just making it easier to transport. So to unfold it, slide the clip, lock in the front, pull the lever forward, then you should be able to break the handle down. Now in the back there is a clip that folds down, click that into the handle. Now you should be able to pick it up and take it where you need to. Now the size of dimensions when it's folded is 47 by 20 by 23, and the carrying weight is 51 pounds. Now unfolding it is just doing everything in reverse. Undo the back, clip it in the front, lock it, and then you're all set. So before we do a road test, let's jump into some of the main specifications. So this has a max speed of 22 miles per hour and a range of 46 miles. Now the battery is a 48 volt 15 amp per hour battery, and it takes approximately 8 to 9 hours to charge from 0 to 100%. The motor on this is a 600 watt motor, which is rated for passengers up to 265 pounds. In addition, this is IPX, which means it protects against water splashes from any direction, but not fully waterproof. And last but not least, this has an app, which I am a fan of. This app is going to allow you to set custom speeds, lock the scooter, does have a map built in, and it can change the start or push to start feature on here, which I think is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get this on the road. We're going to go for a little ride. I love how the accent is with the orange against the black all the way down to the wheels as well. So there's what it looks like with the lights on in the daytime. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is a speed test. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start out on eco mode. Just keep in mind I am about 220 pounds. You can see eco mode seems like it's maxed out right now. I'm at 9 miles per hour, slight incline right now. So we're gonna let it just run and kind of see if it matches up with what's going on with the GPS. All right, so it looks like I'm at 11 on both. So far it seems pretty accurate to what we're seeing on the actual reading. So about 10, 11 miles per hour on eco. Let's switch it to standard. All right, so now we're up to 13, 16, about 15, 16. All right, so it looks like we're at 16 miles per hour there. The GPS is saying 15. So again, 1 mile per hour in between. Most of the time it's accurate. Let's switch it up to sports. All right, so we're at 18, 19, 22, 22 on the LCD, and we're at about 20 on the actual unit. So I would say pretty accurate, give or take a mile per hour or so. So let's talk about the acceleration, the behavior. If you guys seen the last HiBoy product that I reviewed, that thing has some kick to it. Literally will throw you off the damn thing if you're not careful. But this one, it's more of a constant power. It's not overly aggressive, nice and easy takeoff, but it does build up speed. But one thing's for sure is that this is pretty smooth, guys, real smooth. So pretty cool also, if you check out the LCD, guys, when I hit the accelerator, you can see it's actually showing that red bar, just showing that you are consuming power. When you let go, that goes down. When you hit the brakes, you can see it has the orange on the other side. So it's almost like it's putting charge back into the battery, like a regenerative braking situation. So hit the gas, you can see it tells you, hey, you're using a lot of power right now. Let go, nothing happens. Hit the brakes. You can see it actually goes orange, is actually putting charge back in the system. Pretty cool. So while we're here, guys, this is a beautiful machine. This is probably one of the best looking scooters that they have built so far. Just as far as the build quality is really good. I love what they're doing with the lights, the wheels, the different indicators. Just, I think HiBoy pretty much nailed it with this one, guys. Looks really good. Of course, you do have brake adjustment up here. So if it's not tight enough, you can always go ahead and adjust it. Both the front as well as the back. And if you look at the bottom, you do have some adjustments for the rear brakes as well. All right, so of course it's starting to rain a little bit, but overall, this is definitely meant for your average rider, daily commute, mainly smooth surfaces, but I can see this being something that you can take off unpaved surfaces. I wouldn't say this is an off-road machine, but we are gonna take it off-road and just kind of see how it behaves. I just love the fact that I have so much room for my feet. All right, so I'm gonna take it off-road and see how it behaves, guys. All right, so this road is not your smoothest. But one thing I would say is that it is handling it well. I can definitely tell that the springs are doing what it's supposed to be doing.
especially the ones in the front. But again, these are smooth tires, so they're actually ideal for your daily commute, paved asphalt. But I would say this is actually doing a decent job, a really good job on this surface. Believe it or not, this is a spot for gators and whatnot, so you really gotta like pay attention when you're up here. I think I hear one of them over there. Oh shit. I'm gonna hold this up where you guys can see the size of this gator. Holy. That's my cue. Yeah, let's get away from the gators. Not excited about riding alongside gators. But what do I think of this? This is a great machine, guys. So far, so good. So this is one of those things I think can handle a little bit of anything. If you want to do a little bit of city riding, it's got you. If you want to do some off-roading, it's gonna work fine. You can see I was in the middle of nowhere there and it seemed like it had no issues. Next thing I want to do, I want to take it on a couple of inclines just to kind of see how it behaves. So let's go ahead and do that. So this is a pretty good incline, and I want to go ahead and start it from scratch. I am in sports mode, so let's go ahead and give it a try. Maybe I gotta do a little kickoff. Little kickoff. All right, let's get a head start. All right, still going, just not right. Here's a look at the incline that I try to climb. So it's not quite getting up there, but again, different folks, different strokes. Remember, I am 220 pounds, and even though this is rated in the 250s, 260s, maybe that's too much of a big axe for a motor this size. So final thoughts, wrapping this thing up. Great scooter, great build quality. Comfort is off the chain with the dual suspension. Love the lights for the nighttime riding. This is gonna keep you visible. LCD does what it's supposed to do. The app is also pretty good. This is definitely meant for city riding, but this can go off-road, but this is not a dedicated off-terrain or off-road vehicle, but it can handle unpaved roads. The high handlebars is also a great touch. The last scooter that I had, the last HiBoy, the handlebars I felt was a little bit low, so this actually corrected that. And the fact that this is foldable, portable, just makes it a great buy. If I was to give this one negative, the only thing I would ask for is a little bit more kick. But again, that's not what everyone's looking for. So big shout out to HiBoy again for sending this out for me to take a look at. This is the HiBoy Max Pro. I'll leave a link where you can check it out in the description. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.